Indo-Naga Framework Agreement signed between Indian government and NAC and IM on August 3, 2015, finally out in public domain. Transporters Drivers Council appeals to drivers to end their steering wheel down strike, urges government to address plights facing the drivers without further delay. Yanglong MLA Dr. Y. Radhesham says coronavirus pandemic got out of control in some constituencies while MLAs were busy trying to topple the state government. And India reports single-day spike of 60,963 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 46,091. Hello everyone, a very good evening and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime Bulletin. I'm Joyshree Usham. A top story this evening, the NAC and IM has finally brought out the concealed Indo-Naga Framework Agreement in the public domain. The Framework Agreement was inked between the Indian government and NAC and IM on August 3, 2015. NAC and IM has accused the Indo-Naga peace talks interlocutor RN Ravi of manipulating the content of the Framework Agreement by removing the word new from new relationship mentioned in the agreement. The Naga group has accused RN Ravi of removing the keyword new from the agreement, which stipulates sharing of sovereign power, and has demanded replacement of RN Ravi as the interlocutor. Government of the People's Republic of Nagalim said Indo-Naga political talks, the most high-profile peace process in the Southeast Asia, is in a state of simmering tension because of interlocutor RN Ravi's vitriolic attack on the Naga issues. Press release from NAC and IM, government, GPRN's Ministry of Information and Publicity mentioned that 23 years of Indo-Naga political talks is coming to a nauseating end because of the mischief of the interlocutor. It also alleged that RN Ravi termed NAC and IM as armed gangs and underground groups, attacking the political sanctity of Naga political legitimacy. Chief Sena and Manipur Democratic Alliance have stated that they support the culmination of the 23 years pending Indo-Naga peace talks. They, however, appeals to Union Home Affairs Minister Amit Shah to keep his promise of consulting the people of Manipur first, as Manipur's territory might get affected. President of Transporters and Drivers Council H. Ranjit has appeals to drivers to withdraw their steering wheel down strike. He has also appeals to the government to address their plights without further delay. It may be mentioned that Drivers Union has submitted a 4-point memorandum to Chief Minister N. Barone, including demands for a separate COVID-19 testing facility for drivers either at ISBT or somewhere convenient, to restore ISBT complex, to provide a separate parking lot for highway truckers, etc. H. Ranjit said COVID-19 tests upon drivers and handymen are being conducted at Oriental College currently. He appeals to renovate the ISBT complex, to keep 2 or 3 separate oil pumps for highway truckers, to appoint the Principal Secretary of Transport Department or his subordinate as a nodal officer to look into the inconveniences facing the drivers and transporters. Stating that Imphal West SP and additional SP have already clarified about the August 10 unfortunate incident, Ranjit appeals to drivers and truck owners to resume work in public interest. He also appeals to those drivers and handymen who have already taken COVID-19 tests and found negative to get home quarantined by abiding the guidelines and SOPs issued by the government.
gari thauba natraga thaudaba natraga lambi semba natraga semdabaduna maduna TDC gi thakta government gi thakta leigrasanu akhoi gari chaloi kholoi haibasi akhoi gi sumba pandemic oiraba aduma COVID-19 gi matam sida akhoi gari thauroi hairagasu mapanagi lakpa mapan lamdagi lakpa athapani lakpa pochi porapa mayam ama lakpanina maduma mayam dasu awaba mayam leigadabani maduma su driver sin taung singna khandabira kanda akhoi na chaloi kholoi haibaduma akhoi handongnaba khanaba aduga sarkar na su driver singna taliba sarkar na su driver singina penjadriba si penanaba concern minister sing concern oiba official singna su athuba matamda ISPT khangde pija bithak taunaba khangde any dukan hanganama khangde honorable chief minister gi mieng hi singjinja kanda che honorable chief minister na haiba driver singki awaba si amtang khandabira kanda kohon biu.
MLA Dr. Y. Radhesham has expressed concerns that COVID-19 pandemic has got out of control in some assembly constituencies since some local MLAs were busy trying to disintegrate the state government. He was speaking on the sidelines of handing over face masks, sanitizers, hand gloves and bleaching powder to local clubs and booth level committees in Hyanglam constituency today. The MLA expressed concerns that coronavirus has infected even those people in the state who have no significant travel history. He called upon all the state MLAs to step up to contain the virus from spreading further. MLA Dr. Y. Radhesham has also appeals to everyone to follow SOPs issued by the government to ward off COVID-19. He said public cooperation can defeat the virus.
COVID-19 lanthing mai onsan badi lairadana rajniti kudong chaba khar launa bagi damakta aikhoina dol gi yengthida ba adono sarkar thugaina ba sarkar senna ba sida mai onsan masi yamna laibak thibani aikhoi mafam khudi bakta yamna maroi mambham khara aikoi COVID-19 se khangel hena positive abi yakali myam se aikoi punna aikoi lainga ti yawri bo ore basu opposition de yawri bo embasu represent punna magna punna wakhal thadaraga COVID-19 se punna lanthing narabadi soida mai pa ko ngani se Thajabani, the Nasi, Yalam Ken, the Manunda Ladiba, Mipung Kudimakta, COVID-19 Haptanba, Nato by the Kadam, Mayamda, Vijara, the third venture, my part, the Impung awareness.
Tamenglong DC Armstrong Pamay opened a COVID-19 care center with 120 bed capacity at Mini Secretariat Complex, Farmland in Tamenglong District headquartered today. 60 beds each are meant for women and men. COVID-19 patients earlier kept at Tamenglong Higher Secondary School have been shifted to the newly inaugurated COVID Care Center. All the community quarantine centers which were opened in Tamenglong town areas will also be shifted to the Mini Secretariat Complex Tamenglong after due repair of the old buildings. SDO Tamenglong Mahesh Chowdhury, SDO Tausem Paul Nangsha, SDPO Tamenglong, Joshia Pamay and other dignitaries were present on the occasion. As per a report from the CMO office, Tamenglong till today, the total number of positive cases tested from Tamenglong is 241 and so far 200 people have recovered from COVID-19 and there are only 41 active cases. All the returnees of Tamenglong district from different parts of the states are quarantined at Model High School, Pretty Lamb Institute, DRDA Guest House, Tamenglong Higher Secondary School and District Hospital, Tamenglong. Manipur is still under extended total lockdown and curfew since August 7th in a bid to contain the spread of coronavirus. However, many people have failed to extend cooperation on the fifth day today. Many vehicles were seen plying on streets. State police patrol units are being stationed at strategic locations in the city failed to check passers-by. Business centers in Imphal city remain closed except for some medical stores. As per COVID-19 Command Control Room press release at 5 p.m. today, confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur have reached 3,982, out of which 1,739 are active cases and recoveries are 2,231. Their toll has reached 12. In the past 24 hours, 41 people have tested positive for COVID-19, out of which 34 persons are from the general population and 7 are personnel of Central Armed Police Force. And in the past 24 hours, 76 people were discharged after recovery. United Porompat Barone Road organization has appealed to the government not to construct a crematorium at Awaching in Imphal East District for those who have died of COVID-19. In a video release, president of the organization, Thokchom Surchandra, appeals to conduct the last rites of those who have not been claimed by their respective families at the crematorium in Minuthong, or to construct an electric crematorium at Jennings and Rims hospitals for the same.
Barone Singkong the Leba, Imphal Eski Porompat Sub Division Konba, Awa Sing Haina Kanava, Sing Asigi Awang Tangbada Leba, Mapamamada, COVID-19, positive Oiduna Lake Hidrava Singi, Polo from mass grape Ama Sangani Haina Lengang, local liver Kontangasi, Handoku, claim Taudrava Siva Haksan Kudimang Minutong the Leva Polo from Sida, Polo Iduna Lakogum, COVID-19 the Mari Lana Sikiva Kuding Maxu, Mapam Masida, Polo View, Natragana, Rims Amasung Jenimski Oiva, electric. Crematorium ama thambiduna aroi mathau mangam pangthokpiu masa masagi dharmagi oiba sana kangongi matung ina phumdaba yade hairabadi Barone Singkong nataba khudong jagadaba yenglaga atop mafam ama sinbiu maikai asomda pubirakanu haina abrogi maikai dagi phongdoksari.
Amid the tough battle against coronavirus pandemic, a miscreant has been caught making fake branded hand sanitizers. Acting on a tip-off, City Police has confiscated fake hand sanitizers from a shop at Kuyatong, Polem Laikai. Fake Savlon, Himalaya and Lifebuoy brand sanitizers were seized from the shop belonging to 52-year-old Thomte Pauzalian, son of Thangzaldal from Langol Laimanai, Paite Colony. Impact News sources said that police arrested him around 6:30 p.m. yesterday. Fake sanitizers made by him have been reportedly already circulated in the market. City Police has handed over the miscreant to Imphal Police Station, where a case has been registered against him under IPC Section 420, 482, 486, 34 and 63 Copyrights Act 1957. Educational Cultural Health Organization ECHO has condemned School Authority of Jawaharlal Navodaya Vidyalaya Khumbong for keeping both school staff and quarantine inmates at the school. One-day COVID-19 awareness program was held at Dharmalaya Hall, Brahmapur Nahabam in Imphal East District today. Indian Red Cross Society MSB, People's Task Force for COVID-19 Dharmalaya Social Welfare Center along with Brahmapur Nahabam organized the program. Speaking on the occasion, Chairman of Indian Red Cross Society Manipur State Branch Dr. Y. Mohan appeals to fight COVID-19 unitedly and encourage frontline workers. He also appeals to the government to come up with a better strategy to tackle the pandemic. Members of Indian Red Cross Society Nabachandra Thokpam, K.H. Aken and R.K. Deba Taranjan showed the attendees how to wear face masks, PPE and use sanitizers. Head of RIM Psychiatry Department Dr. R.K. Lenin, Convener of People's Task Force B.K. Morangcha, Secretary of IRCS MSB Dr. R.K. Nimai and Chairman of IRCS MBS Imphal East District Narendra Ningomba attended the event. United Development Mayang Imphal has appeals to the government to control the price hike of essential commodities amid the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown. A 45-year-old man was killed in a road mishap at Kairao Khunau in Imphal East District around 11 a.m. today. The deceased is Lokrakpam Mohindro from Kairao Khunau. According to Impact News sources, the man was fishing from a canal near the road when a vehicle, Tata Winger, used in ferrying COVID-19 patients came rushing from Yairipong. Locals immediately rushed him to a hospital, but he succumbed to his injuries on the way. Sources said District Magistrate Imphal East uses the vehicle on hire. Driver of the Tata Winger is MD Khamba from Porompat Muslim Second Road under Porompat Police Station. Irilbung Police Station has seized the vehicle and registered a case against the incident. International Youth Day was observed across the world on the theme Youth Engagement for Global Action today. The day gives an opportunity to celebrate and mainstream young people's voices, actions and initiatives as well as their meaningful, universal and equitable engagement. National People's Party Youth Front also observed a United Nations International Youth Day today. 3 saplings were planted on the roadside from Lamphel Park to Langol. Dirts along the roadside were also cleaned up. Taking part in the drive, Deputy Chief Minister Yumnam Joy Kumar stressed on the need to protect and preserve the environment. NPP ministers L. Ajanta Kumar and Kaishi Letpao Haukip also took part in the event. NPP Youth Front also organized tree plantation drive in Bishnupur, Ukhrul, Kangpokpi and Churachandpur districts to mark the day. A resident of Mongshangai Mayai Waikom Abe has alleged AK Ibomcha, the owner of Eastern Gun House, of physically assaulting her for setting ablaze some rubbish on July 27. She has claimed that Ibomcha has even physically assaulted and spat on other women in the colony. Abe said she burnt down some waste materials near a tree on a khas land near Ibomcha's property, upon which he came out and started assaulting her. She further claimed that he even snatched her husband's mobile phone for trying to call his brother. Abe said that she has filed a complaint at Singjamai police station against the incident on the same day, but when they went to the police station on July 30 to settle the case, Sachi Kumar, brother of Ibomcha, had threatened to kill them in front of the police station's OC. Abe said that an FIR was filed against the accused on August 5 after she raised a complaint to the Human Rights Commission. She appeals to the relevant authorities to look into the matter and take necessary actions at the earliest. On the other hand, Mongshangai Kanba Apunba Loop has condemned Waikom Hemanta of filing false complaints to police and Manipur Human Rights Commission.
adun sitri rai ngonda no le ngira sabra na to kan dai china ma ji kan in thok ma na ngonda eta thom jale pa pa tha jale na ge dai de gi to ga ja ma thin jale dai ai je police to do ji ki ta kun thra ji da compromise to japani adu da sumo na yum da tong na ji adra bani na nai adum chi ba da ni hat kan ni ai di hat kan ni na adum to le compromise to ge ra to ro ra hat kan ni hai re sibu mi hoi be gi hing ba ngam mi ga tra yo lai kai do ma tu ma loi chon da na ka in ta ka no to ngam dre ma na se si chang chang da na phu ba phu da moi na khu khu tan ma si mari le na ba ma yam na ticket piu ai di bumi pa ka no to ma yam na lai ta lai ra ba khoi di mi lai tra bra chung ba ma yam phang ni ai
People's Action for National Democratic Movement has appealed to stop sale of intoxicants immediately. Press release from the association said it will launch an anti-drug drive to eliminate intoxicants abuse in the state. Now with that, it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases. Keep watching Impact News.
अथौब सिंगी नुमित लिशिंग अनिकुन सेंगलबा अगस्त तरागा हुंदुगी नुमित असिदा मरैबाकी दमक थवाइना पोंथा पीखरबा अथौब सिंगुंगसी मणिपुर मियामना नौहौनना निंगसिंगजबगा लोइनना इकाई खुमनबा उच्चरी डायरेक्टोरेट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन एंड पब्लिक रिलेशंस गवर्नमेंट ऑफ मणिपुर
इचाबु मही तमहनबा हाइबसी ममा मपासिंगना मचादा पीबा ngamba khwaidigi chabu khudoni Slopland Public School, biggest and the finest residential school, Manipur gi oina lemjuningai oiraba, mahei tampam ama oiriba, khwaidigi junaraba mafamda semgatlaba, CBSE the affiliate toba higher secondary school oiri. Ichasingbu admission towidana mama mapasingna machada piba ngamba, khwaidigi chawbu khudol oibiu, ichagi phazabalam chat sajati ahombadu ubiu, Slopland Public School Khongjom.
Kaziranga University, the #1 career university in the Northeast, offering a wide range of UG and PG courses with up to 100% merit-based scholarship, a state-of-the-art infrastructure, and unbeatable placements. A pioneer in shaping, molding, and delivering excellence, Kaziranga University is the right place to launch your career.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. India has reported a single-day spike of 60,963 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. That toll has reached 46,091, while 16,39,599 people have recovered. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, country's total confirmed cases have crossed 23 lakh, out of which active cases are above 6,43,000. India's rate of recovery has improved to over 70%. Maharashtra has the highest number of active cases of above 1,48,000. Meanwhile, the Indian Council of Medical Research said that 2,60,15,297 samples were tested till yesterday for COVID-19. Out of this, 7,33,449 samples were tested yesterday. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 2 crore 5 lakh people and above 7,46,000 people have died. Recoveries are above 1 crore 34 lakh. USA is on top with more than 23 lakh 83,000 active cases, followed by Brazil and India. There are currently above 23,000 active cases of COVID-19 in the northeast states, including Manipur. Assam's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 64,406, out of which 19,178 are active cases. Arunachal Pradesh's confirmed COVID-19 cases are 2,327, out of which 690 are active cases. Nagaland's confirmed cases are 3,031, out of which 2,032 are active cases. Tripura's total active COVID-19 cases are 1,601. There are 325 active cases of COVID-19 in Mizoram, 378 in Sikkim and 621 in Meghalaya. Lok Sabha MP Dr. R.K. Ranjan has launched one-week-long garbage-free India campaign at Zirbam district. Zirbam Municipal Council also carried out a cleanliness drive at public toilets and various places of the district today. Speaking to media, MP Dr. R.K. Ranjan lauded the initiatives of Zirbam Municipal Council and also appeals to extend their cooperation in keeping Zirbam neat and clean. Council Chairperson S. Shanti, Ward Councillor, Zirbam District Police personnel attended the event. Major roads of Indo-Myanmar border town Moray is filled with potholes. A media team of Moray town inspected National Highway 102 and the roads in the town and found the roads in pathetic conditions. Potholes in the roads were filled up recently, but due to low quality works, they got spoiled again within no time. President of All Community Development Organization Moray, T.H. Buddha Mite, said that people are not satisfied with the quality of the road. He appeals to the relevant authorities to repair the road during the ongoing lockdown when roads are empty.
Hojik Moray town manungda pothole sing rang han men basi nau na mem da ngai ri adu kai badi hore masi quality maintain tawdo mali masi yarga di kara kanna quality maintain tawna pothole sing si men dio haina sarkar kun sing jari lona hojik lai ri bu masi lockdown oi badi lai bani kari ma lockdown si hangdana gari mayama ninti gi hana gumna salam batar ga di nong masu pharoi maram masina pothole mel basi quality maintain tawna men dio haina sarkar kun sing jari.
Bharatiya Infra Projects Limited has started repairing the around 37-kilometer stretch of the road from Kamjong to Konkan Thana in Kamjong district under a project of the North Eastern Council. Residents of the area extended help in the work. Bharatiya Infra Projects Limited BIPL also extended COVID-19 relief items to the villages. Troops of Assam Rifles under the aegis of Headquarter IGAR South along with Bishnupur police commandos apprehended suspected self-styled Lance Corporal of proscribed PLA RPF on August 9. Sources said that based on specific intelligence inputs, a joint team of Tulihal Battalion and Bishnupur commandos launched an operation and apprehended a self-styled Lance Corporal of PLA RPF from Laimaram Bazar area of Bishnupur district. The arrested person is identified as 32-year-old Ningthaujam Kheta alias Roshan, son of N. Angan Thomaba of Waroching, Bishnupur district. He has been handed over to Nambol police station for further investigation. Proscribed Kanglai Park Communist Party Miyamgi Fingang Lanmi MFL has greeted people, especially those in the Wesia region, on the occasion of its 16th Foundation Day, which falls on August 13. Press release from the chairman of Military Affairs Committee of the proscribed group KSH Labasat, 13 August is also the day to pay tributes to those who laid down their lives in the Anglo-Manipur Kanglai Park War of 1891. Governor Dr. Najma Heptullah has greeted the people of Manipur on the occasion of Patriots Day 2020, which falls on August 13. In her message, the governor said a Patriots Day is observed every year in memory of those who laid down their lives in the Anglo-Manipuri War of 1891. The governor reminded that on this day in history, more than 100 years ago, the British hanged the state's forefathers, including Bir Tikendrajit, for resisting their colonial design. She said the day reminds to stand united against all challenges to the freedom and integrity facing the country, rising above caste, creed or religion. Chief Minister Nongthumbam Biren has also wished people of the state on the eve of Patriots Day 2020. In his message, the Chief Minister said on August 13, 1891, Bir Tikendrajit and Thangal General faced the gallows valiantly against the mighty British forces. He said the day reminds us of the supreme sacrifice made by hundreds of soldiers who fought against the British despite knowing that they would be defeated. He urged the present generation never to forget the supreme sacrifices made by the forefathers. Works Minister Thongam Biswajit and Forest Minister Wangbao Nyumai have also sent wishes on the occasion of Patriots Day 2020. The minister said Patriots Day reminds us of the heroic forefathers of the state like Bir Tikendrajit, Thangal General, Chirai Naga, Pukrambam Kajau and host of other martyrs who made supreme and selfless sacrifice for the motherland. They call upon to pledge together to unite and bear the same indomitable and unconquerable spirit and stand united to fight against social evils to maintain peace, prosperity and tranquility in the days to come. Major General Alok Naresh, Inspector General Assam Rifles South and all ranks of Assam Rifles have also extended their greetings to the people of Manipur on the occasion of Patriots Day 2020. As a curtain raiser to the 74th Independence Day celebrations, Army today organized a colorful band display to honor the COVID warriors at Manipur Rifles Ground in Imphal. The military bands presented an impressive band concert in honor of COVID warriors of Manipur in recognition of their services and dedication in their fight against COVID-19 pandemic. The martial tunes played by the pipe bands of Army induced a patriotic fervor in the event, which mesmerized and enthralled a large number of COVID warriors and citizens. State Chief Secretary Dr. Rajesh Kumar, IAS, Major General V.T. Matthew, GOC 57 Mountain Division, Retired Lieutenant General K.H. Singh and many other distinguished civil dignitaries attended the event. The Chief Secretary appreciated the yeoman service of the frontline COVID warriors and expressed his gratitude for their selfless dedication to their duty. Krishna Janmastami celebration under Sri Sri Govindaji Temple Board was subdued this year due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Few devotees made their offerings to Lord Krishna at Sri Sri Govindaji Temple at Palace Compound. Dr. G.D. Ransinchun RN was recently appointed as professor at Indian Institute of Technology IIT Roorkee by Board of Governors Chairman Selection Committee of the Institute. He is the senior artist cum producer of Universal Vision Ishok Manipur, and he has bagged various awards at national and international events in the field of art and culture and technology. He has also bagged the title of National Judge and Mr. Roorkee in Kung Fu and Kickboxing. Director of Universal Vision Ishok, Dr. H. Roman, has expressed happiness about the same. Now the sports news. Semi-final matches of Europa League are all set to begin. Inter Milan, Italy defeated Leverkusen, Germany 2-1. Shakhtar Donetsk, Ukraine trashed FC Basel, Switzerland 4-1. Manchester United, England beat Copenhagen FC, Denmark 1-0. And Sevilla FC, Spain defeated Wolves FC, England 1-0 in the first, second, third and fourth quarter-final matches of the league respectively and have entered the semi-finals. Sevilla FC, Spain will meet Manchester United, England in the first semi-final match on August 16, and Inter Milan, Italy will play against Shakhtar Donetsk, Ukraine on August 17. The final match of the league, participated by 24 football teams of Europe, will be played on August 22nd. Now, before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Indo-Naga Framework Agreement signed between Indian government and NACN-IM on August 3, 2015, finally out in public domain. Transporters Drivers Council appeals to drivers to end their steering wheel down strike, urges government to address plights facing the drivers without further delay. Yanglong MLA Dr. Y. Radhesham says coronavirus pandemic got out of control in some constituencies while some local MLAs were busy trying to topple the state government. And India reports single-day spike of 60,963 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 46,091. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. Have a great evening and stay